Have you been personally victimized by the pricing of the Apple Magic Keyboard? Do you want to be less victimized by the pricing of the Logitech keyboard? Keep watching to see a full review.
Oh wait, what's your name again? Wayne?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Dammy. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, you don't. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Logitech Combo Touch for the iPad Pro. I've had my iPad Pro for almost a year now, which is crazy to think of because they've already released a new one. I've not used it with like a keyboard case this whole time. I've used like a Bluetooth trackpad and a Bluetooth keyboard to try and get the desktop feel, but it wasn't given what it was supposed to give. For my birthday, I asked for this, the Logitech Combo Touch. I did ask for the Magic Keyboard, but I thought £279 is kind of a lot of money. So this is going to be a definitive review of the Logitech Combo Touch. And is it worth it, or should you just splash out on the Magic Keyboard? Find out. Continue watching and find out. I've actually planned this video out, guys, so you're welcome. General overview of the keyboard, then I'm going to go into the pros and cons of the keyboard, what it's like to use in the desk and lap, and my end thoughts. So this is the Combo Touch keyboard case for the iPad Pro. This is the newer version because last year Logitech released the Folio Touch, which was a bit different. The keyboard didn't detach on the Folio Touch, and that's what spoke to me to get this one, because the keyboard detaches. It's grey. It's like a grey denim, and it covers the whole way round. It's not Bluetooth, it uses the smart connectors in the back. I don't know, power it. Has a kickstand, which can go kind of quite far down, like practically lying down, because an iPad lies down, obviously, or just like stood up as normal. It's got a notch at the top for this thing, what is this? For the pencil to attach magnetically. It closes magnetically as well, and the keyboard detaches. Ooh, hello. The magnets are pretty strong, as you can see. There are 4 modes for this thing. Laptop mode, take the keyboard off. View mode, sketch mode, read mode. Or if you want to keep the keyboard like on its case, you can attach it like backwards and the keyboard won't work. Overall, I actually quite like this case. Oh, I know. All the Magic Keyboard stands may be like, well, the Magic Keyboard does this. I actually do not care. This does everything that it needs to do. And it technically has more functionality than the Magic Keyboard. This fits on my lap just fine. It's on my lap now. No. See? Well, you can't see. Let me go into the positives of this keyboard. So the price, obviously. It's over £100 cheaper than the Magic Keyboard. If price is like a deciding factor, then this one is best. Also, if you're a student, you get 25% off on the Logitech website. It's got a larger trackpad and keyboard than the other one, the Magic Keyboard. So I like how it's larger, and as opposed to the Folio Touch from last year, it's not a diving board keyboard. You can press anywhere and it will press, and it's very clicky. Listen to this. The keys are tactile. They have like key travel. I used the 2016 MacBook Pro, and that's the one with the butterfly switches, so everyone hates them, but I quite like them, so don't. It's nice key travel, like enough. And it's got the function row keys, which I actually use more often than I thought I would, because the search tab is really great for when you want to multitask. I know with iPadOS 15, multitasking will get like easier, but for now, if I ever want to split screen 2 apps together, you can just press the search and then drag it to where you want it to go, instead of like opening it, close, going back to the app, and then all that nonsense. Another pro is that even when you take the keyboard off, it's still protected all around, except for the front, but it's protected all around. There's a backlight to the keyboard, which is good for the dark. I don't actually use the back. I always have the backlight off because like I can see. Some of us don't need glasses, but anyway. You also won't get any like oily marks on this because of the material it is. The kickstand has more options. I can have it however I want when I want to type, you know? The world is my oyster. That's about it. Other than that, I've noticed that I'm a bit more productive when I use it because it is actually like, it makes it like a laptop. Even though I've used like the keyboard and trackpad Bluetooth with the iPad, it doesn't have the same je ne sais quoi as the case does. It kind of makes it feel more complete. But yeah, I really like it. When I come to like sit in the couch, I can still do work, which I don't do, but if I wanted to, I can type out emails quite easily. Also, this case, when you have it like this, it's not that sturdy when it's on the couch arm, but with this one, with the, when you want it like whatever I'm watching, easier. Okay, so that's about it for the positives. Let's go into the negatives. We do actually have quite a few negatives, sadly, but they're not that big deal. Number one, it is, I hate to say it, ugly. I know some of the tech bros, they've been saying, oh, I like the case, it's like sophisticated. This is so boring, and grey denim wasn't my first choice when thinking of a case, but here we are. Okay, number two negative. It's kind of hard to open. Like I have to get in my nails, especially when like the pencil is there. The pencil isn't there, it's fine, kind of. But when the pencil is there, you actually have to get in your nails and do it. And also you can't just like open it up like a laptop because of the kickstand, you have to do that as well. So it's like an extra step than the Magic Keyboard, but minor. The reason why it's hard to open is because the magnetic closure is strong, and I'd rather it be strong than weak. So that's the price we've got to pay. It takes up more space in general with the kickstand, and also because the keyboard is bigger, it just kind of is a lot, because with the Magic Keyboard it kind of goes over some of the keys, but this one it's just, it's like, I'm here, you're gonna have to accept me for me. Another negative is, as I said, there is 4 modes. The sketch mode, when you use the pencil on it, it does wobble a bit, so I'll just use it flat. So it's a negative, but it's like, you can figure it out yourself. Also, I think the battery goes quicker with it, but that could just be because you're using the battery to now power another keyboard, not just the iPad, which I feel like it does on everything. But also I use it more. Like I use it on Word, Microsoft. Yeah, I use it on Microsoft. I use it on Word, PowerPoint, stuff like that when I have it in the case. A mix of two. A mix of the smart connector and using it more. But I've not noticed, if I charge it in the night, I don't charge it in the night. If it's fully charged, it will last me throughout the day. And also I just charge it on my desk whilst I'm in a lecture anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. The last negative I have is the backlight bleeds kind of a lot when like you look at it from a lower angle, which kind of, I think it's the same on most things, but it's just there. Just thought I'll let you know. Just thought. Another thing is like the keys are a bit harder to press, but it's not anything major. Like doing a screenshot is a bit harder. You can use the keyboard shortcut Command Shift 3. Command Shift 3 or Command Shift 4 does a screenshot, so I use that anyway instead of going in to press the buttons. Another thing, it does make, the kickstand makes the screen far away, but that doesn't really matter to me because I kind of sit back like this whilst I'm on my desk. So it's going to be far away no matter what I do. Misconceptions. This is just one thing which I heard in someone else's review. They said that whenever they use the keyboard, iPad keyboard on the screen comes up as well. That doesn't happen to me. You can press the button for it to come up, but it doesn't come up it doesn't come up automatically. Yeah, that's just a quick misconception. Now, lap use. I've said it before in this review, it's fine on the lap. I don't know whether it's just because like how I sit or what. Also, because I can move this bit up and down, I sometimes, with my regular laptop, I have it on me, like I have the keyboard laying on my belly, so it's like this. So it kind of like, I'm doing it anyway. Also, when I went to the Apple store, I was like, oh, can I sit down? I went to the Apple store to take a seat. I went into the Apple store to decide if I wanted this one or the Magic Keyboard. When I was sat down pretending to type, he was like, oh, if you're going to use it for the lap, get the Logitech one because the Magic Keyboard is top heavy, so it just falls down. I was like, oh, okay. Problem solved. I guess I'm getting Logitech. I'm also got long legs as well. It's on my lap in keyboard position right now, and I'm fine. I can cross my legs and be fine. On the desk, it is kind of annoying. I do have to move some stuff around, but that is also because I have too much on my desk. You can see what's on my desk on my desk tour. Go check it out. Okay, hi guys. There's a couple things that I did forget to mention. So even when I do plan videos, I do still forget a lot of things. Anyway, so number one, some USB-C things apparently don't fit when you use the case. However, I've not run into a problem with that yet, so yeah. There's also, on the Magic Keyboard, there's an extra port which you can use for charging. So to combat that issue, I did buy a USB-C hub, which does work, and because most of my accessories are USB-A, it doesn't really matter if it's USB-C. What? No, it doesn't really matter that there's only one USB-C like thing on it, because that's just for charging, and then my USBs or hard drives that can use USB-A. Another thing is that some of the ports are covered, so like the speaker, grill and the microphone. However, I've not noticed any difference in them, because also I'm not sure if it's the same with the iPad or if I'm just dreaming of something, but I remember people saying with the MacBook the speaker isn't the whole grill, it's just like a bit of it. So maybe the speaker isn't the whole grill and it just covers bits of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So the last thing that I forgot to say was the caps lock button doesn't have a light like the Magic Keyboard does. However, that doesn't really bother me because even when I do have the light, I forget that it's on half the time anyway. So yeah, there's a couple things, minors, but just that I'll mention it. That's about it. Overall, I would recommend 10 out of 10 would recommend. The things which I don't like about it, like, weigh out the things that I do like about it. The heaviness is like a major thing, but like I'm not walking around with it. And even if it was in my bag, if I was going to take my laptop, which one's heavier do you think? The laptop is heavier than this, I would hope. Well, yeah, but the Magic Keyboard itself is also heavy. It's like not as heavy, but it's still heavy. Oh, I bought like a cheap case with the trackpad on Amazon for like, I say cheap, it was like £50, and it was awful. I put in some clips here of me using it. I even did an unboxing, but it was so bad. It was jittery. Oh god, what the hell is going on? That's disgusting. Ooh, attention. No, what the hell am I going on about? That really threw me. That really threw me for a loop, that. So if I was to rate this case, keyboard trackpad case out of 10, I'll give it about an 8, because there's always room for improvement. Black DL. Things I would improve, maybe having somewhere that the pencil, oh, the pencil can stay there. Okay, it's not that strong, but it's kind of strong. That makes it easier to open. I was gonna say somewhere to store the pencil when you don't want to charge it, but we've got somewhere. Will this rub off in your bag? Yeah. Oh, also, like, I don't know how this crease of the kickstand will like stand the test of time, because it's going to go up and down, up and down. Let me not do it too much, but... And the material of it underneath is like just plastic, soft plastic. So in summary, everything about this works well. I think it works just as well as the Magic Keyboard would, and it's cheaper, and you get a bit more protection and more features, so I would recommend this. It's Dami recommended. Dami approved, should I say. Wait. Do you think there's a synonym for approved that starts with a D? Let's find out. Dami backs. Oh, Dami disapproves. Dami approves and Dami can disapprove, but Dami approves of this. There's the same amount of functionality. Only thing is when you're walking around with it and you still have like the keyboard open, you're just kind of, it's just flapping, but you, oh god. All the keyboard trackpad, yeah, all the trackpad shortcuts work, so like swipe up to go home, swipe between tabs, I don't know what other shortcuts there are. Like the heaviness, when it's on a desk you don't feel it. I'm not walking around, I'm not going to a coffee shop anytime soon to go sit with my iPad. That's just sad, isn't it? No, it's not sad, I quite like doing that. Quite like going to the... I miss going to sit in a Starbucks for 6 hours to work on my assignment due the next day. Memories. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my iPad unboxing. Thanks for watching. Bye.